Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It is still April of 2025. I'm still at my dad's. My hair is massive. Anyway, enough vanity. Today I just wanted to sit and talk about my day with my dad and do a haul. H-A-U-L. You heard that right, haul. Today my dad and I explored Canterbury, specifically the town centre. Canterbury is where my dad was studying, but also it's where I went to university, at least the first year, because I walked out and got a scholarship to film school. I used to live there, and I'm going to insert a photo that I took from there of me here. This is a clone photo I did in 2012. My dad's actually originally from here, so both of us have memories here. According to this, I have done 12,300 steps. I'm not lying. That's a lot of steps. I think I've exhausted my dad. We did go to see the cathedral. This was today. We've changed our clothes twice, would you believe? And we didn't go inside because him and I have been inside many times in the past. So we walked around the town centre, visited the parks, walked everywhere. We started at the end with the big arch and then walked the entire length of the high street. Today it definitely felt like there were more tourists than I remember when I used to study here. Oh, that's the kettle. I have a kettle tripod again today. Insert photo. There we go. When I'm with my dad, sometimes he does ask to take photos. He enjoys that. It sort of takes him back to my childhood, him being a cameraman. He loves taking part. He's probably the only person in my family who's entirely comfortable with being on camera. So we did several charity shops, some vintage shops. My dad went in all the book shops.
With a jacket. Oh, God.
We didn't stop for somewhere to eat. Most people would have had a coffee or a croissant. My family and I, but definitely myself, the way that I regard money is I'm still stuck in the past. I still feel like I haven't got money, or I'm not earning even when I am, or money is just so precious. And I regard certain things as worth it more than others. So going out for a coffee doesn't register as a good thing for me. I can make my own coffee and tea at home, or I can take a flask and sit in a park somewhere for free. Cheers. If I'm gonna spend a fiver, because coffee is bordering on £4, £5, £6 in some places now, I want to spend it on something that matters. But then I have to remind myself that you're not just buying a coffee, in some cases you're buying somewhere to sit down. And unlike my parents, although I don't need to sit down somewhere sometimes, they do. It's really hard to remember that. As for charity shops though, they were fantastic, and here's where I'm going to do the haul part of this video. This isn't the first time I've bought stuff in years, but I bought quite a lot in one day, so hey. There was this one shop near the bottom of the town that I thought was a vintage type shop, but it was a charity shop. And I actually worked in a charity shop that was quite similar back in Essex. Back in October, I actually filmed a vlog about working in a charity shop, and I've edited it. It's been ready to publish since January. I will post it at some point, but yeah, I talk in depth about that experience. Anyway, it's a shop that I love. It reminds me of my shop. There was a few things I tried on. I saw this jumper and I loved it, but I think it was just that tad bit too big on the sleeves. Whilst I love it, it's just going to become a nightmare for my wrists. I ended up buying these, just some white shorts. There we go, the auto brightness has gone haywire. Looks more like a skirt, but they are shorts. I don't care about brands, and if anything, I don't want to see the brands on my clothing. I don't want to be a walking advertisement, but they're from Jack Wills. I also saw this. Now when I saw it in the shop, I knew it would fit, but I thought I was supposed to tie it like that, under the chest. When in fact, no. I think it's meant to drape down the chest. Seeing as I'm holding this up, let's do this. So in the past, I have not liked olive green. I would say in the last 4 years or so, I've gravitated towards it. Not necessarily in my living environment, but in terms of stuff that I wear. In my wardrobe at home now, I have a whole section that's just olive green or greens. I prefer forest green, but I don't think it suits me. Makes my eyes look a weird colour. It's funny how we change over time. I mean, red, like maroon, is another colour that I wear that I never used to. I feel like Fiona, like this. Green. Later in the day in another shop I saw a brand new set of pyjama type clothes from Boohoo. I'm staying with my dad longer than I anticipated, so I don't have enough clothes. I can wash some stuff, but it's getting warmer whilst I'm here. I prefer the shorts than the top, but I was desperate for shorts here. This is what bodies look like. This is also a colour that I'm not a massive fan of. I don't like coral pink so much, but I liked the texture, I liked the way it looked. It was gonna fit without trying it on. Colour-wise, I feel like Anastasia from the 90s animation. And no, I'm not gonna jump because I have broken too many beds in my history. No more. And something really random I bought today was this in Cancer Research at the top of the town. It's a food pot. I've been looking for something like this for a while, something that's not too big, that can go in the back of my kayak, doesn't take up too much space, and the colour's perfect. £2.75, look at that. They're £20 online. I forgot, I also bought the top I'm wearing. I haven't prepped for this at all, but basically that's what it looks like. Just imagine I've got a bra on instead. So it wraps around like this, and in theory I can bring it round again if I wanted to. And yes, I do have hairy armpits. I might shave them this summer, but that's 4 months of growth right there. I gave up shaving in October. I'd had enough. I can almost play with it. I can't plait it. Moving on. The last purchase I feel bad about because I'm trying not to buy cosmetics this year. I'm trying to use up everything, but I forgot to bring this with me. Makeup remover. It's even more frustrating because I don't really wear makeup nowadays, and so it takes forever to get through one of these, and I've got a whole brand new one back at home in addition to the one I'm still going through. They never seem to end, and now I've had to buy another one. I can't wait to use this tonight, as opposed to butter and olive oil, which is all I had to hand. Very happy about that. And for some reason, I don't know why, the lady gave me a freebie, so woohoo! And the big thing that happened today, we stumbled across the Canterbury Tales Cat Cafe. We were walking down Mercery Lane to go and have a look at the cathedral, and then I spotted a cat thing in the window to the left of me, and before you know it, boom! Cats! Cats everywhere. Cat shop, cat cafe. If it wasn't for that plushie in the window, I probably wouldn't have even looked. I wouldn't have known. We went in to have a look. I was in there maybe 40 minutes, and then went back later in the day. It was just such a lovely shop, and it was in a beautiful location, and the building itself was fascinating. Like, these are hundreds of years old. There was cat stationery, there was cat socks, cat bags, artwork, jewellery, pins. So I'm just gonna go through everything I bought. I bought a pair of socks, tiny cats, but there were other socks as well. A couple of years ago, an ex of mine, when we were together, he bought me some cat socks for my birthday, Christmas, whatever. And I still have them, and they bring so much joy when I wear them. It's like my feet turn into paws. All the labels and everything were tiny cats as well. Can you see the brown label? Of which I'm gonna pull off now. I'm so sorry. Okay. This goes inside your tea mug, so you always have a spoon. I love it. That brings me joy. Cat air fresheners. I bought one for me in my car because it smells awful. Kayaking season has started again, remember? I bought some tiny stickers. I've never been a massive sticker fan, not because I don't enjoy stickers, but because I don't know where to put them. It's one thing buying them, but what am I going to do with them? I'd rather buy a poster that I can stick on my wall. A few other random things, such as this. They were just hanging up, and I thought they were fantastic. I think anybody that can do anything like this is talented. Someone made that. When I went back, they gave me a bag, so here's the bag, hashtag not spawn. But here's where the excitement just catapults into the stratosphere. Badges. First one, Team Toe Beans. Oh, just yes, 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 yes. The next one I had to get was this, Certified Cat Lady. I am a cat lady. I am happy to be a cat lady. I genuinely do prefer cats to people, well, most people. If I had to choose between spending time with a human for 6 hours and a cat, always choose a cat. I find dogs are too dependent. I really struggle with our dog at home, Oscar. He's lovely, but it's like another child. He needs walks, he needs babysitting, he misbehaves. I mean, the cats misbehave, but it's a bit different. It's one thing climbing your neighbour's tree, it's another thing escaping out the back gate and running for freedom. I'm a cat person through and through. This one is an absolute joy. Fat Cat Fan Club. Our family has a cat called Millie who is overweight, but she struggles with food. She is a hoover. And because we have so many cats, not all the cats eat the entirety of their food, and so what she does is she tidies up after everybody. We know that Archie is sixth and a Sid. He has multiple homes, multiple families, multiple sets of food, but he never seems to put on weight, but she does. It is a problem. We have been trying to tackle it. She needs 24-hour supervision, if I'm honest. This is my cat. Me. Millie. They had a deal going on, so I bought 2 more. I wasn't entirely sure on these. Now, one of my phrases I've said across the last 15 years or so is, cats and hot chocolate make life worthwhile. They do. Life is different for everybody, but genuinely those 2 things just mean so much to me. Some tiny fake gold earrings. The last thing in the cat shop I found was this, which I thought was a bit random, but it stuck out to me. No idea why. I think you're supposed to put notes in it, like that. I thought of it as a piece of art. That's the haul part done. I do feel a bit nervous because I feel like I've spent a lot of money in the last 10 days. It's also the end of the tax year as I film this. So I bought a couple of things that I've been hesitating on for a long time, including an iPad Pro. This is me holding it carefully because I'm frightened of breaking it, and it's so expensive. Ooh. I also bought this, of course, can't claim for that. Let's try not to spend any money in May. Going back to my dad and I, because of course I wasn't alone today shopping, we ended up at the end of the day sitting in the Dame John Mound Park. It's Dane John, not Dame John. I always get it wrong. One day this week we will go up the top to the mound thing. I'll insert a clip here of us. Here we are. There's the cathedral. Here's the top. Woo-hoo-hoo! Lovely. But this evening we just sat in the sun as it got colder and colder and talked for an hour about life. And then came home and I sat down here and vlogged. That was our day. Spent some money on some things that have brought me some joy and will continue to do so. Spent some time with my dad. Wonderful sunny day. Saw some landmarks. It was just a lovely day. Which brings me to the end of the video. Another diary entry, another spontaneous one. My tea's nearly cold. So with that, I will see you in the next one. Maybe my charity shop video, we'll see. Bye bye.